playing alongside with a band that has been a huge part of my childhood has been quite an experience. I got to play drums with the Killers for the very first time in front of 20,000 people, and it was such a dream come true to play drums for that many people. What's up everybody? My name is Anthony, and if you're new to the channel, welcome and thank you so much for sticking around. Before I kick right into the story, technically this has not been my very first time playing for thousands and thousands of people. I played with Post Malone, and that was just an incredible moment. But playing with a different band and a different instrument was just a surreal moment for me. Okay, so other than that, sit back, relax, and enjoy my story, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Monday, June 3rd, and there's something I want to show to you all. Alright, so this is my sign that I made so I can bring to the Killer set on Saturday night, asking if I can play For Reasons Unknown on drums. Most importantly, it's for my grandmother's birthday that's on Saturday, the same exact day the Killers are going to be playing. This is going to be the first time in 6 years I'm going to be seeing the Killers perform live again. The last time I saw them was at the Barclays Center back in January of 2018. Yeah, it was a long time ago. But anyways, I'm super excited to see them again, and I know they're going to invite me to come up on stage to play the drums with them. Coincidentally, like I just said before, it happens to be on the same exact day as my grandmother's birthday, so this is mainly for her, and she's honestly the sweetest person you could ever meet. And for her to find out that I'm going to be up on stage playing the drums for her on her birthday, she would have the most priceless reaction. And I think it would be the greatest birthday gift that I can give to her. What's up guys? Second day of Gut Ball, June 8th. Today is my grandmother's 73rd birthday, and I'm here to get up on stage to play the drums with the Killers. I got my sign ready. I got a granola bar to see if I can try to sneak it in. And yeah, just ready to have a great day. So last night I saw Post Malone, and I got to go up on stage with him and play guitar with him for a third time. So that was very monumental for me. For those of you who don't know about that, check out my videos of when I played with Post Malone a year and 2 years ago. I'll put it in my description, so check it out.
A few moments later.
You piqued our interest with your son. It's the first time anybody's asked to play the drums on behalf of their grandmother's birthday. It's a nice angle, I gotta hand it to you. It is also my wife's birthday today. Let him up. This is Anthony from American, New York, everybody. These people paid good money to be here tonight. You gotta give them that universal language of love, Anthony. How strong is that right foot? Is it all right?
The next day.
Well guys, it's the next day. I did it. I did it. I got up on stage with the Killers and I played the drums in front of thousands of people. It's crazy that I got to do this back to back in one weekend. First Post Malone, I got to play guitar with him for a third time, and then the next night on stage with the Killers, but on a drum set this time. Well, what I have to do next is I gotta go surprise my grandmother because she has no idea that I did it. Well, because it's a surprise birthday gift for her, and I know she's gonna love it. Okay, I just got to my grandparents' house right now. I'm about to surprise my grandmother, and yeah, see you there. So my mom's gonna help translate to my grandmother what I did for her because my grandmother doesn't speak any English, so my mom's gonna translate it into Italian for her. I'm gonna show her the sign.
Aiutano concert. Aiutano concert cantante. Era via sign che c'è dit si pozzo sono an pa auguri da nonna mia. E molto fa vedere che è successo.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, welcome back. And if anybody has reached to this point of the video, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Okay, so since most of you have heard a few clips back, I had a sole purpose to sit behind a drum set and play with the Killers. That happened to be a very special day because the same day the Killers played at Gov Ball also happened to be on the same day as my grandmother's 73rd birthday. Fun fact, before Brandon pulled me up on stage, he even mentioned to me and to everybody in the crowd that it was also his wife's birthday too. So that was very cool hearing that for the first time. And I was also told that I was the very first fan to have a specific reason why they should let me come up on stage and play drums for them. And that definitely made me stand out to the band, so that felt very good. But to get on a stage with another band and do it back to back in one weekend is just insane. Not many people can say they've done something that extreme. Ideally, I did the same thing like I did before Post Malone hit the stage. I got to the festival super early. I must have got there 2 hours before the gates even opened. And there was a handful of people that were waiting to get in, mainly because Sabrina Carpenter also happened to play on the main stage 2 artists before the Killers. And I was also looking forward to watching her set, and I've been a fan. I think she did an amazing job, and it was just incredible. I also made a sign for Sabrina, just asking if I can get one of her guitar picks. She didn't see my sign, but her guitarist saw me holding up the sign, and he kind of gave me a look that he was gonna give me a guitar pick, and I gave him a thumbs up. But when her set ended, I didn't get a guitar pick, so I was left empty-handed. But that's alright because a few hours later, I was in for a real surprise. I've enjoyed watching every artist before the Killers hit the stage on Saturday, and honestly I think they were much better than every other artist before Post Malone, except for Dominic Fike. Dominic Fike also put on an amazing show. I waited at the main stage for about 9 hours. I ended up getting a sunburn on the side of my forehead. But you know what, that doesn't affect me too much because I was there for a specific purpose and it was all worth it in the very end. I was standing up against the barricade. It was way more tolerable compared to the night before. I was 1 row behind for Post Malone. I wasn't up against the barricade. When I tell you my back was killing me, oh, it was killing me. There have been times that I would try to sit on the ground when it was the right time to do so, but for Saturday, I didn't have to worry about that. So I was in a pretty good spot. I met some very cool people. I'm still keeping in touch with them to this day. And this has been the best Governor's Ball I've been to this year. So the Killers get to the stage at exactly 8:30. They're introduced with Ace Frehley's song, New York Groove, and they come to the stage, and that was when I held up my sign I made. After that track played, they went right into Somebody Told Me, so I was holding up the sign. Brandon Flowers was roaming around the stage. He glanced at me a few times, and he gave me some smiles when he saw me holding up the poster, so I knew then and there, it was about to happen later on. So 30 minutes into the set, I hear the guitar riff for reasons unknown, and I knew that it was my calling to soon get up on that stage. So immediately when the other guitarist was playing to the song, Brandon gives direct eye contact to me and he gives me a little speech saying that my sign has piqued the band's interest. So after he said all that to me, I got up on stage and I've made history. To be honest, I was a little bit more humbled than I was the night before I played with Post Malone. I was too excited the night before because it was my third time playing guitar with him, but with the Killers, I acted cool, calm, and collected, and it all worked out. As I was making my way to the stage and to the drum set, I was approached by Ronnie Vanucci and Brendan Flowers themselves. That was just an amazing moment. Super nice people, and they were coaching me through what was gonna happen when I was gonna go behind the drum set. Ronnie was telling me that he was gonna be playing guitar to that song, and he said to look at him for any cues that might come my way. And Brendan was asking me where I was from. It was a little bit hard for him to hear, for an obvious reason, because there's so many people out in the crowd. But he ended up hearing where I was from, and he was just asking me if I knew the song, if I knew all the stops, and I gave him the confident answer of yes. I went behind the drum set, my shoe was untied. I had no time to bend down and tie my shoe because I was locked in and focused on playing the song effectively. The fact that I got to experience that moment again, but with a different band, and to play on a different instrument was just an incredible moment. The band was definitely impressed when they heard me play the song, and I got a few glances from most of the people on the stage, and they looked at me like they knew what I was doing. And I did know what I was doing. After the song ended, I went up to Brandon, I gave him a hug, and I took a selfie with both him and Ronnie. And I didn't leave empty-handed. Ronnie let me keep the drumsticks that I used when I played For Reasons Unknown. So here's a closer look of what the drumsticks look like. These are his signature drumsticks. Again, I was just at a loss of words. I remembered after the Killers finished their set, I called my parents and I told them the news. My dad was losing his mind. He couldn't believe it. My mom, the same thing too. She was out to dinner. She was blown away. Word has spread out so fast, and everybody was just catching up to speed with the greatness that I have achieved the night before. A few days after I played with the Killers, I found out that I was featured in not one, but two of the biggest music articles. One was Billboard and Rolling Stone. When I found out that they were writing something about me, I was blown away. I was getting so much coverage prior to when I played with Post Malone and the Killers. It was just surreal. When I announced the news to my grandmother, that was the icing on the cake. She had the best reaction possible. It was just priceless. Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps up the video. Don't forget to give this video a like for more content like this. Hit the bell for notifications whenever I post a new video. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for some future content. I'll be making some more content pretty soon, so stick around for that. And other than that, I'll catch you guys all in the next video. I'm out.